Chris Brown fought to get custody of kids, but is he a good dad? X's answers will surprise you. Welcome back to Binge-Worthy Network. Chris Brown is facing some baby drama as his ex is demanding new terms of their custody. But is Chris a good father? Here's the truth behind this Hollywood child war. But before we jump in, hit that like and subscribe button to be notified and updated on the latest Hollywood drama and news. The singer, dancer, and performer Chris Brown is a very notorious figure in the world of entertainment. Along with his talent, most know about Brown's temper and his controversial actions. Over the past few years, the fine China rapper has been involved in numerous jaw-dropping scandals. And just recently, the topic of his fatherhood has been brought up again by his ex-girlfriend and baby mama, Nia Guzman. For those that may not know, Chris Brown is the father to 7-year-old daughter Royalty, who he shared with his ex, Nia. In 2018, Guzman filed documents in the state of California, hoping for a change in the child support plan. After hiring her attorney, Lisa Bloom, one thing became very clear. While Chris Brown was making millions selling his records and touring the world, his daughter, Royalty, was missing out on basic needs. Sources who opened up to the publication, The Blast, shared some interesting insight on the child support agreement and why Nia began demanding more from the famous performer. The article states, the hip-hop star, who currently gets supervised visitation, pays $2,500 per month in support and another $4,000 for a nanny, who happens to be Nia's mother. According to the documents, Nia claims Brown has earned an average of $4,269,067 over the last 2 years, which can be broken down to just over $350,000 per month. Under the guidelines for child support in California, which is based off income, Nia believes she should receive $21,000 plus per month. She also claims with that new figure, she's owed $250,000 in retroactive child support. However, the loyal singer believes she's just going for a money grab and he plans on fighting her over the increase. The article goes on to explain why Nia needs an increase in child support money, from food and clothing to entertainment and education. Chris Brown's ex is demanding a couple $1,000s each month for the 7-year-old Royalty. Royalty's mum explains that she is underwater with monthly expenses and bills, including $3,300 in rent, $3,500 in food, and $4,500 in clothes and entertainment for a 4-year-old. She says things have been so bad that she was forced to hit up a friend for cash to take Royalty for a day at Six Flags because she couldn't afford the tickets. Nia wants to take her daughter to theme parks like Legoland, but claims that she can't afford anything extra on such a tight budget. As for her own income, Nia says she only makes around $400 per month from an online clothing store inspired by Royalty. But that's not all, because according to reports and insiders, Chris Brown is guilty of not paying his child support in time. A couple of months after Nia's requests were filed, new court documents made their way online. According to Nia's legal team, Brown did not pay up child support and was refusing to budge. As it was later explained by Guzman herself, Brown's income almost doubled while he was still not providing for his daughter. The article posted on The Blast explains the situation in Guzman's statements. According to court documents obtained by The Blast, Nia Guzman, who is mother to Brown's daughter, Royalty, claims that Brown was ordered back in February to pay $17,743 in child support. Guzman claims Chris has repeatedly engaged in conduct that dramatically increased the cost of litigation. He has ignored deposition notices, offered to participate in mediation in a court hearing, then failed to even respond to potential mediation dates when proposed, and ignored settlement offers altogether. Guzman claims Brown's actions have created a great hardship for her because she does not work and relies on support from him, calling him an admitted extraordinary high earner. She claims he makes $7.5 million a year in total. Guzman is seeking $258,285 in back support, which includes retroactive support from the beginning of the case, plus sanctions and the value of housing that Brown agreed to supply. As we've seen, not only is Chris refusing to pay up his child support, but the famous performer is also backing down from the promises he made to Nia. Along with a steady monthly income to take care of baby Royalty, Brown also promised housing for his ex and daughter. But witnessing Brown's immature actions may not come as a shock for most, as the rapper is a notorious bad boy in show business. Ever since his scandalous and jaw-dropping fight with Rihanna back in 2009, Chris has been a topic of conversation. His reputation led to the artist candidly speaking up about his past mistakes and some of the life lessons he had to learn along the way. From opening up about the infamous Rihanna incident in 2009 to talking about his drug addiction in jail, here's what Brown had to confess over the decade. In his 2017 documentary, Chris Brown, Welcome to My Life, the singer and performer shares details about the infamous night he physically assaulted Rihanna. Chris shared how the relationship was very abusive from the get-go and how they would often end up fighting. Chris shares how his infidelity led to Rihanna being extremely jealous and concerned. She didn't care, she just didn't trust me after that. From there, it just went downhill because it would be fights, it would be verbal fights, physical fights as well. We were fighting each other. She would hit me, I would hit her, but it was never okay. I remember she was trying to kick me. It was just her being upset, but then I really hit her with a closed fist, like I punched her and it busted her lip. And when I saw it, I was in shock. Why the hell did I hit her? From there, she just spit in my face, spit blood in my face, so it enraged me even more. It was a real fight in a car. I look back at that picture and I'm like, that's not me, bro. I hate it to this day. That's going to haunt me forever. In 2014, Chris shared his experience with jail and doing drugs on a daily basis. Jail makes you mature faster and see what's really important and what your focus is. I was off the syrup, the Xanax, turning up. I'm not ashamed in talking about it because a lot of our youth is doing that now. For me, it wasn't conducive to me. I was doing crazy stuff. I would wake up and ask my homies, so what time we got to shoot this video? And they'd be like, we shot it yesterday. I just gotta be cautious. At the end of the day, I don't know what the future holds, but I know what my focus is. I know that I'm focused on my music, living my life right, doing the right thing. I take situations as they come. I just know how to handle them now. I don't have to prove myself. I'm comfortable being a singing, dancing, painting, great guy. Along with Brown sharing his insight about his past, it's actually Rihanna who has spoken up about her ex-boyfriend. In 2012, Rihanna told Oprah Winfrey that she thought Chris Brown was the love of her life, sharing, "We've been working on our friendship again. Now we're very, very close friends. We've built up a trust again, and that's, we love each other and we probably always will. And that's not something we're ever going to change. That's not something you can shut off if you've ever been in love. I think he was the love of my life. He was the first love, and I see that he loved me the same way. It's not even about us being together. I truly love him, so the main thing for me is that he's at peace. I'm not at peace if he's a little unhappy or if he's still lonely. I thought I hated Chris, and I realized it was love that was tarnished. It looked like hate because it was ugly, angry, it was inflamed, it was tainted. And I realized that what it was is, I had to forgive him because I cared about him still. And the minute I let go of that, I started living again. Rihanna also continued to say how she felt somewhat protective toward Chris Brown. I was very protective of him. I felt that people didn't understand him even after I realized after a while that in that situation, you're the enemy. You want the best for them, but if you remind them of their failures or if you remind them of bad moments in their life, or even if you say I'm willing to put up with something, they think less of you because they know you don't deserve what they're going to give. And if you put up with it, maybe you're agreeing that you deserve this. And that's when I finally had to say, uh-oh, I was stupid thinking I was built for this. Sometimes you just have to walk away. I don't hate him. I will care about him until the day I die. We're not friends, but it's not like we're enemies. We don't have much of a relationship now. And so, while Nia Guzman may not be so supportive of her ex Chris Brown, it looks like Rihanna has a different approach. But what do you think about Brown's baby mama drama and his child support scandal? Do you think Chris Brown should pay up more of his child support? Do you agree with Nia Guzman's claims and requests? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this video with your friends.